I hope that other women don't find out that who want to date me that they could date an athlete instead.
Yeah, don't tell them. Just don't give them the option.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So lock them in my house.
In a basement, a freezer, whatever you got.
I have a freezer. Welcome to Almost Alpha, everybody. Today's guest, the great Jon Ryan, Sarah Colonna. Did I say that right?
You did.
I said that right?
Yeah, you nailed that one, yes.
Thank you for being here. This is so exciting. Can I tell you, Almost Alpha show, we've done a whole bunch of episodes. You're the first actually alpha person to be on the show. This is really exciting.
You're going to be very surprised how un-alpha I am.
Cut the tape. Roll them out.
Hey, listen, can you please just pretend you're alpha to be here?
You're not going to believe how alpha I am, man. It's going to be... We're going to be wrestling in the middle of this place by the end of it.
But you're a Super Bowl
I'd watch that, by the way. Sorry. Go ahead.
You would watch us wrestle?
Yeah.
And
it would end quickly.
Why do you say that?
Because you're so tough that I think you would obviously end him quickly.
Can I tell you that I'm so weak that's offensive to say to me? 'Cause that's like it's not nice.
It's not. I don't mean to not be nice.
Do you really think
this is the most alpha I've ever been right now? Is me trying to attack Taylor out of nowhere when he's like one of the sweetest people in the world.
I got a Chihuahua. I'm a nice guy.
Yeah, you got Betty.
But I am working on being not nice anymore. Truly.
I don't feel that's going to happen for you. Yeah.
I'm sorry?
I don't think it fits you.
Being nice?
Yeah, not being nice.
I talked in therapy yesterday about it. Like, I'm genuinely trying to stop being nice.
That's a 2025 goal that I haven't heard yet.
It has not served me. I'm not going to become an asshole like this guy, you know? I'm so scared. Is he laughing? I'm so scared. Is he laughing? Could you please tell me? I'm so scared. No, but I'm just trying to be more... Because I get taken advantage of or mistreated with by being kind. Like, don't worry about it. It's okay. And like whatever, you know, like contracts and business and personal life, you know.
I feel like I'm bonding with you on this right now.
Has this happened to you?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know that a lot of people would think I was too nice now that I'm saying it out loud. But John, back me up. But I do think sometimes I'm a little too whatever. No, sure.
Yeah.
And in work situations.
Yeah.
A lot.
What I have to remind myself is that, like, these people aren't my friends. It's not bad even. This is in business. It's business.
Yeah.
They don't care about me. They care. It's the hard thing as an artist, and I would imagine as an athlete, it's. You tell me. I never talked to an athlete in my life, but so if you're the first one to ask. But as a performer, we have to separate. Say an agent doesn't want to work with us. It's not we hate you. You're ugly. You're stupid. You're not talented. It's we don't see value in you,
which is kind of worse.
Right, fair. But it's like, but you know what I'm trying to say is like we don't see value in. You have to separate your soul from what you have to offer. I mean, I guess athletics is the same exact thing, or it's beyond.
I feel like in athletics, we really separate the on the field and off the field type stuff. Like you'll see a full football game where everyone beats the shit out of each other for 3 hours. Then in the middle, they're praying together or they're talking together after the game, where it's like they're two completely separate things. Just like you were talking about business. Like when I was on the Seahawks, one of my good friends was the GM of the team. So we negotiate a contract with my agent, go back and forth. Then we go grab a beer after. Like it was like everything was completely separated.
Right. And are you able to? But I don't know what's better or worse, because for you, art is completely subjective.
Yeah.
And so people can sell tickets or not more or less tickets, but the value they bring is so subjective. But in sports, it's all just numbers, right?
Numbers, wins and losses, yeah.
But is there there's still politics involved, obviously.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely.
But Sarah, is his business more fair than ours?
It's funny because I think we bonded when we first met over some similarities in the businesses that we have, but you're bringing up such better points than I ever thought of. And I'm like, wow, we're really going to bond when we get home.
Wow.
And I mean in a sexual
way. Is that what
way.
we're calling it?
Yeah. No.
Oh,
you
you.
guys.
Oh yeah.
Oh, well.
You're not gonna be involved. Sorry, bud.
We're all. This is beautiful. We're all flirting together. This is great. This is good.
But no, but like the fact that it's so performance based for an athlete, and it's performance based for us too. Can you sell tickets? Can you not? But also our performance is based on if our agents can also help us get us out there. You can't not give me any opportunities for a year and then expect me to turn around and still have. You got to help me keep my momentum. Whereas they are they have the momentum on the football field, the basketball court, whatever it is. Am I making any sense?
Yeah.
Getting there.
Getting there. This is like
No,
he's used to it.
What do you think? Is it? But it's still not fair. Like there's people who are like a backup kicker, quarterback, who is better than the first string person on another team. That could happen.
Sure,
right?
absolutely. I mean, there's 32 teams in football, and there's 53 guys a team. Are those the top, whatever that is, 16, 1,700 players in the world? No. There's other guys that, are off rosters that could be on rosters. There's guys within a roster that should be moving up and whatnot. And there's different contract situations, different age situations, different relationships where they're not moving up where they should be, but they're just not going to be based on whatever, their age or numbers. So it's all, there is politics involved as well.
And I think there's always, who your person is, your agent. Because sometimes you see people and you're like, oh, I guess that person was just really pushing for you. And mine was pushing for everyone else.
For us.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I think that probably happens.
Does that happen?
I think not to the extent it does in your industry. Like, I think that mostly the best players are there, but there is some exceptions, like I explained. But I think in your industry, I see a lot of times where it's like, this guy or this girl is at the top right now just because they have big numbers on one podcast or one show, and their agent pushed them for this thing, and their agent made it package them in with someone else to get them on the back end of something. That's what I see as an outsider from your industry.
There's mafia stuff in our industry for sure,
Mafia
and
stuff.
like it truly happens. And I guess it's football. Listen, I don't know anything, but
you know things.
Do you like dating an athlete over dating like a weird person? Like I'm sure you've dated a comedian before, yeah?
Oh.
Can she imagine right now? She's like, no, I'd rather date a comedian.
And we're married, so
the show lasts 8 minutes and John storms off.
Yeah.
No, I can't. There's I hope that other women don't find out who want to date me that they could date an athlete instead.
Yeah, don't tell them. Just don't give them the option.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So lock them in my house.
In a basement, a freezer, whatever you got.
I have a freezer.
You do? Do you have a spare one?
I have a
big enough
Sub-Zero.
for a body? Oh, that'll do.
Yeah.
That'll do.
You're done. You're good.
Actually, we kind of met at the end of the day. We started our contact on social media, even though it was through a mutual friend. But I do always say to people that are like, wait, I can meet someone on, this was back in old school Twitter days.
This is scandalous.
Yes.
Back when it was fun.
And I'm like, you can meet someone on social media. And also, it's not always safe. So just because my story ended well doesn't mean yours will. So don't.
Right.
I'm not trying to give you advice.
Yeah, if you try to meet someone on Twitter now, it's probably gonna be a Nazi or
It's
something.
not gonna. Yeah, it's not gonna go.
And
great.
if you're into that, good for you. It's not for me, but
yeah, there's people out there for you.
There's a lid for every pot.
Yeah.
Please don't tell Elon I said that. I just got my Twitter got hacked and hijacked. My Twitter is gone now.
Oh, it did.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like for the best, probably.
Yeah.
My mental health and for whatever, but because I was just getting so much hate and negative stuff on, and I wasn't. Nothing good was happening in my career from it.
You're not even really. It's not like you're out there. No, but you're not out there saying.
Think before we talk.
Oh yeah, okay.
This is on camera.
Not really a Nazi. No, you're not. Really,
I'm Jewish.
I'm just saying you're not out there saying stuff that should get people mad at you. So
No, but
why were you getting hate?
If you say you're Jewish on the internet.
It was that kind of hate.
They disagree.
They disagree with.
Oh,
your
so it was that
existence.
kind of hate.
I
thought you meant just about like a joke or something.
You get some. You get people with the gay F word slurs at you.
Oh.
And what's great about that is you don't even have to be gay. I found out to be called. I learned that in 8th grade actually, but they can call you.
Scars
You
there.
can be gay bashed without being gay, and But a lot of negative energy out there on the internet.
And then someone hacked you, and what did they post stuff?
I didn't do two-factor authentication. That's the public service announcement. It's so tedious, but this is why you should do it. I'm the example. I didn't do it, and one day, like the day after the election, I posted some stuff. Someone got in my account. They changed my email address. I don't know how it happened. I'm really good at this stuff. I make fun of people who get hacked. I'm like, you idiot! You clicked on the thing, you idiot!
Yeah, you gave $50,000 to fake Brad Pitt. Yeah.
Oh my God. This guy I know just posted on his Facebook, and he's not a famous podcaster or even a podcaster. He's just a guy who was on America's Got Talent with like 10 years ago. And like, with all respect, whatever, but he's not a guy who this would happen to. He just posted saying, I'm doing a Facebook. Hey, everyone, I'm so excited. I got contacted by Bert Kreischer's team to do a Facebook Live in 2 weeks. If you have any questions, and it's all. I'm like, I haven't talked to this guy in 10 years. We're not friends. We're just a guy. He's my Facebook friend. But like all the comments, like he's so excited. Everyone's so excited for him. And I'm like, you've gotten this scam,
you gotta
right?
Tell him, yeah.
The scam is it's a people like us get emails saying we're from some major podcast that you would love to be on. And like this, and like we'll pay you $4,000 to do a Facebook live stream, and then they steal your money and information.
It's insane. We get them all the time, and it's always Bert, Joe Rogan, someone that that you wouldn't get a random email from. It would come either from a representative or it just they'll list someone that I haven't heard of, and then I'll go look at the podcast just out of curiosity because I'm like, I know that it's not a real offer, but I'm just curious which podcast you're trying to scam me onto, and I'll go look and I'll be like, oh, this podcast I haven't heard of, but it has 10,000 reviews, so it is a popular, legitimate one or whatever. And I was always like, what is the scam? I don't understand what the scam is. And then I found out there was someone I was doing radio with. Who was it? I can't remember, but not long ago I was doing radio with someone, and she fell for the scam. And what they do is they get you to basically they log into your Facebook, and they tell you we have to do it on Facebook. We have to do this test thing. We have to test the cameras. And then when they do that, they're able to log into your account and take it over. And I still don't know what the payoff is for them.
I think you might have some bank information inside your Facebook account for a lot of those people.
Oh yeah, because of ad payments and stuff like that.
Maybe.
Okay.
Oh sure. And then also there's a comedian that you probably know who he probably wouldn't mind. I don't know. But this is years ago on Facebook. He posted a whole self-posted thing. He says, I had a woman on Facebook said to me that she wants to do filthy naked chats,
OnlyFans things,
a video chat. This is pre OnlyFans, so he's on a Zoom with this girl, whatever, pre-Zoom, whatever, Skype or whatever back in the day, and then but she didn't have her camera on, but he had his camera on. He's doing crazy things. He's an idiot, And I like that you guys were okay with it. Tell you, he was her
actually
camera
pretty hot until the end there. Yeah.
You're like, sounds great to me. Stranger
What's
on the
problem,
internet.
Taylor?
Sounds good. On camera. Her camera's off.
Oh.
So then she goes, I have screenshots of you. I'm going to send this to fake lady. I'm going to send this to, because this is personal Facebook. I'm going to send this to your mother, your sister, your cousin, your whatever. And that's when it was all listed, your relatives, which was crazy that people do that. And but he was just like, you know what? I don't care. So he posted the picture and the whole information himself.
Oh,
and that was his. He was just I
don't know who that is. That I don't remember this story. But you're gonna have to.
No, but it wasn't it's a guy who would open for people. I'll tell you later.
Okay.
I don't know if he wants me to.
No.
It's a pretty common story though.
Yeah, it happened.
For a while, there was someone in our neighborhood.
There's something you want to tell me?
Oh God! No, there was
no.
There's nothing I want to tell you. There's someone in our neighborhood sending letters to people, and they were being like, "I know what you did. I'm going to tell your husband, or I'm going to tell your wife." And they sent it to our friend Lindsay, and they're like, I know what you did. I know you've been cheating. If you don't send us this money, I'm going to talk to your husband and tell him this. Well, her husband's name is Melanie. So she's like, gotcha. Come on.
She's like, yeah, didn't work on me.
Yeah.
Because my husband is my wife. You don't have your information correct.
Poorly planned.
Years ago, there was somebody, we know a lot of crazy people, and there's some of them like, you're crazy, but like you're not gonna come to my house, but we could like get lunch sometimes. Like I like you, but like you're like you're a little.
Yeah, want to meet you at a coffee shop in the daytime.
Yeah, we know too many people, and like in our lives, and like we meet people like whatever. But there was this woman who I hadn't talked to in a while. This is when I was doing well for myself. I had a nice moment.
You're still doing well for yourself.
Great.
Stop it.
But I was doing really well for myself.
Okay, not really well anymore.
Sub-zero refrigerator, you know. It came with the house, and it's broken half the time. But she emailed me saying, I'm in this random country. I lost my passport. Can you send me like $500? And it was like just enough where it's like believable.
Right.
Yeah.
And I completely believed it. This is 10 years ago. But like I believed it, and I was just like, why are you asking me? We're not that close. This is crazy. Like, find somebody else. And then and also, to be fair, someone else told me a story about this person scamming them in real life too. Or like she lent someone $1,000 and never, she got $1,000 and never gave it back. So I added up 1 + 2 or whatever. I don't know. Anyways, and then so I just disconnected from this person. I didn't write back, and I never reached out.
But it was actually that person that you knew. It wasn't as.
But it turned out later, like a couple years later, I got the same email from someone else. So that's a famous scam. Is I lost my passport. I'm in this other country. Can you wire me money?
It's like a reasonable amount where it's not like $100,000.
Right.
$500.
Right. It's not some prince in Nigeria.
Yeah.
But now they're doing it with celebrities, because there was this woman in, I think she was in London, and someone told her he was Brad Pitt on Instagram, and then he scammed her for like hundreds of thousands of dollars because he said he didn't have money for a cancer treatment. And then she fell for it, and it's sad, but it's also like, come on.
You respect his game, his hustle.
And all and he was sending her photos of himself as Brad Pitt, and they couldn't have been more
right
photoshopped.
Right.
One in a hospital gown, and he's like, my love, I'm gonna get better because of you. And I'm like, just look up what Brad Pitt's doing today. He's at Starbucks in West Hollywood. He's not in cancer treatment in Egypt or wherever. He's saying, it's very strange.
But you know what though? Like you said, you guys met online, because who hit on who online?
Ugh.
So you creeped on her online.
Yeah.
So it was possible for you back then, because back then it was believable. Like, I could see this.
We both had a check mark beside our names. It looked like we were.
But nowadays, if I hit on some girl on the internet, she'll be like, "This is probably a scam."
Yeah.
Taylor Williamson, that sexy guy, is trying to hit on me on the internet. He's probably up to something. He's probably some Nigerian guy trying to steal thousands of dollars from me. I'm not gonna write back. That's why women don't write back.
That's why. If you don't get swiped right or left or whatever the way it's supposed to go, it's because they think it's a scam, Taylor. It has nothing to do with you.
I feel so much better about my whole existence now.
This feels like you should pay me instead of your therapist.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Do you take
all of it?
I have to send an email to my friend about losing my passport in another country, but I'll get you some money.
I'll give you my Facebook link to pay me.
That's that was very alpha of me, by the way, because I didn't want to talk to this person. I haven't talked to him in 10 years. We have nothing to talk about. But I saved him money. I risked him DMing me. I risked because he's gonna be mad at me for some reason for telling him the bad news, and he's gonna feel less than and associate it with me.
Oh, that's a good point.
But I did it good. Anyways,
you did the right thing.
I stopped writing on people's comments. So if I haven't talked to you in 5 years, I'm not gonna write, "I'm sorry your dog died." I'm sorry, Betty. But if you have some tragedy, I'm not gonna. I feel like I don't know you well. It's not my thing.
That's a good method, I think, because it is weird when sometimes you see people try to make it about themselves too.
Yeah.
A lot in comments. It's one thing if it's someone you've talked to or seen or friends with, at least even if you've just ran into them lately, to go, "Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that." But then you see some people are like, "I know how it feels. I've been there. I was just there last week." And you're like,
a lot of people make it about themselves.
Yeah. And you're like, well, and if that person you haven't even talked to that person in 10 years, but like, "I got you."
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to meet me at therapy or whatever?
Right. Then it's like,
because my dad died a horrible death too. Oh, now it's about you.
Yeah, and then what if they're like, "Thank you, we should get together"? I'm like, I don't want to get together with you.
No. You just have to send flowers to the link
right
in bio.
Wait, I have an important question. Can you pull up the Golden Globes clip, please?
Oh, we got to.
Producer Josh, we have this is a whole business we're running here.
Complex relationships, social justice, and health. Now, here are the nominees.
Another celebrity power couple. Mm-hmm. Kristen Bell posted at the Golden Globes. Her husband Dax Shepard was watching
Detroit Lions game.
Watching. Play it one more time, so just so we can understand. Is there a version? First of all, she threw him under the bus, which is wild. I think
That's Dax Shepard?
Yeah.
Doesn't even look like him from
a
the
beard
side.
going lately.
So is that something like? Is there a version of that like while you're playing football? Can you be like watching like Friends on your phone?
Like flip it the other way.
Or can you be watching Sarah on Chelsea Lately? Like
There was a lot of games I played in that I wish I were watching something else.
Yeah.
But no, I can't flip it the other way. No.
But you guys would talk about the Bachelorette and whatnot in your locker room.
Oh, and we had. I mean, this sounds really. We had a sauna group that we used to talk about the Bachelorette after practice. You know, we had a group. Okay, Jermaine Curse calling you out right now, buddy. Yeah, I mean, we talk about like people just think we walk around naked, hitting each other with raw steaks in the locker room. It's like we know. It's like
Don't ruin my sleep. Don't ruin things.
We're not cavemen. We talked about stuff.
Yeah.
wow. And have you ever been on stage and like looked at your phone for anything that has nothing to do with your act?
Not on stage, but off stage. And even definitely when he was playing, there'd be times I'd be trying to check the score between it, but not on stage. Never. I feel like that would distract me so much.
Yeah.
If I tried. But sitting in an audience is something you
Right.
don't really have to focus on. Like he wasn't maybe he wasn't hosting, right?
+1.
Yeah. He was.
respectfully.
Yeah.
We had a friend that was on stage in Philly during Game 7 of the Philadelphia Phillies series, and she's like, "Why am I here?" Remember when Mary did it?
Oh yeah.
She's like, "It's like people must have been on their phones the whole time."
Yeah,
Like,
well, unfortunately, they were all on their phones while she was on stage
Yeah.
because everyone was just like, they were there and then they were like, hold on, we're just trying to look at the score too. So
I was in Salt Lake City and there was a guy in the crowd watching a UFC fight
oh god.
on his stupid iPhone, and I got mad, honestly. Like I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good at this. You know, I'm recovering nice guy. For the last 2 days, I've been in recovery from being a nice guy. And by the way, so grateful that both of you came out to do this show. I'm not doing good at it, but like I've learned, like I've seen people on their every comedian. You could have everyone in the crowd having a great time and one person's on their phone. You hate that person and you want to destroy them and to make them feel bad, whatever, right? But I've learned, I've had someone in the crowd that has been annoying or been annoying to me, but quietly distracting me because of my ego, and I leave them alone. And then afterwards, the woman's friend said her son just died. Thank you for coming. You never know what's going on in people's lives. The text could even be like babysit. I don't know. People have things that are urgent, whatever.
Right.
With that said, though, you're watching a UFC fight, just leave.
yeah, that's
I
a
was
whole
like, just
different
leave,
thing.
and it got me.
And did you? So you said
got to me.
something.
I expressed.
You went
my frustration.
alpha?
Thank you. I got very alpha on him. First time gentle alpha. Hey man, what are you doing? This is weird. Kind of like, you know, maybe don't do that, you know. But then eventually became, can you stop? This is really bizarrely rude and it's upsetting. I can't talk with saliva's growing in my mouth.
Well, also, it's so. I don't think people realize when they think comedians should just, oh, whatever. It's the audience. You got to go with it. No, it's just you try to talk on stage with somebody watching a whole nother program,
Right.
you know, and distracting. It's distracting, and you're trying to entertain and keep your train of thought, and then you go out and see someone who's just like, oh my God, go do, you know, you can't, it's not possible to give the level of entertainment that you're supposed to. It's not ignore it and move on. It's like, get that person out of the audience. Did security do nothing? Because this is one of my problems with.
Oh yeah, no one cares. And the thing is, like, it is ego, but it's like, I'm fine if you don't think I'm funny. Like, I would probably agree, but leave.
I would probably agree.
But don't be here.
Yeah, but leave. Go out if all of a sudden the UFC fight was first of all, don't come if you know the UFC fight is that night. I don't care what friend invited you or whatever.
Yeah.
Just say no. I got the UFC fight. Don't. And if you're a friend, also there's a responsibility for the person that slap that phone out of their hand. Go put your fucking phone away.
There's none of that anymore.
None of that, no. But security should be the first person to walk over. If you say something and then security doesn't come over and get that person to put their phone away and or pick them up and just throw them head first out the door,
Yes.
I have a problem with that.
Yeah. And in football, is there? But the crowd's trying to distract you if you're awake, right?
I'd rather them not show up. That's why I'm like, it's so much different from like she's worried about like ticket sales and stuff. I'm like, I hope the crowd doesn't show up. Like, stay home, see if I care.
Because you don't get paid more based on how many people come or not, right?
No.
That's the best gigs for comedians when you get a buyout private event and like you don't care. I'm just like, all right, that's what you paid me. I don't have
built-in audience. And, like nobody.
Seems like such a stress.
Tell him my favorite story about you getting heckled in New England.
Oh, when I was getting called fat?
Yeah. It's my favorite story.
Why are you rubbing on that?
Just because like sports players get heckled too, and I think Taylor will appreciate it.
I've never been heckled.
Sure. Just some guy watches UFC while you're on stage.
That's worse than a heckle.
It is true.
No, I got great stories about just getting screamed at by fans. And this one guy was like on me all game for whatever reason. And it was like one of those games when we're winning, so you can hear like each individual fan. Like if we're losing, the other team's winning it on the road. The crowd's so loud you can't pick out like individual voices. But it's one of those games so I can pick out like individual voices. This one guy's on me all game about how fat I am. And then at one point he yells, "Ryan, I know what your favorite holiday is. Thanksgiving. Nom 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 nom." Like, that's the best you got, bud.
Is he correct?
Yeah.
But maybe he wasn't being
how'd
mean.
you know?
Maybe he was just like, he read your Wikipedia.
That's true. I mean, he is Canadian, so he really loves American Thanksgiving, too, because it's just more delicious.
True.
Yeah. So.
Oh, you're from Saskatchewan.
Yeah.
I read your bio.
Oh, thank you.
And you love Thanksgiving.
I love American food.
Oh, you love Thanksgiving, don't you? Don't you love it? You love turkey.
This is the new Taylor.
This is new outfit, Taylor.
Yeah.
And no, but I think you can say kind. You want to try do it to him? You can say something nice, but with that voice. Is everyone okay?
That's a good point.
We're gonna fire producer Josh. You can say something nice to your husband, but in that voice, and it sounds mean, but it's kind.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you like to take care of me, do you?
Well, that's a little inappropriate.
Oh yeah, you gave me a couple orgasms.
Did you? Oh,
That's
you asked, Taylor. I don't know.
You have a very healthy.
Yeah.
You guys have too healthy of a relationship, and I think it is inappropriate to be so open with that.
All right. We'll work on it.
Oh, you love me, do you?
Well, look at you being all beautiful with your long hair. Blah, 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 blah.
This is great.
I'm making you uncomfortable.
We're healing.
We're healing together.
This should be a thing.
Yeah.
Like it's a way for couples to get out like angst. So like their intention could be negative, but the words are kind.
I kind of like that.
So there's no victim. So you're getting out your energy, but you're saying words that you can't be mad at. So even though it's odd energy, but at worst cancels out the compliment back to even.
I feel like you've just introduced a problem into our relationship because I'm going to start I'm not going to be able to help it now because I like it.
It sounds like it's going to be kinky with you guys. I don't know how I feel about that, but I mean, it's beautiful. It's aspirational.
I just feel like I'm not going to be able to help it now. Every time I compliment him, I'm going to say it in a weird voice. I'm going to be just talk to Taylor. It's not my fault.
He's like, it seems like it's a turn-on situation, which it's beautiful. But listen, this is a family show, you guys.
Right.
Oh dear.
Betty's here.
Have you dated other comedians?
No. Never.
Good answer.
My first, yeah.
Don't date a comedian. That's my advice.
Same.
I always tell her never date an athlete, so yeah.
Is that a thing they say? But I've met. How many people do you know who went out with? Was it Terrell Owens? Is that the one?
Oh, I know people have gone out with Taylor Owens.
Is that the guy? There's one guy who like. Well, you probably know him, but there's. I might be throwing it wrong. No. Oh no. Chad Ochocinco.
Oh, yes.
He's the guy that like everyone knows, like 5 people. There's nothing wrong with that.
With him,
right? That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I can't remember who.
There's nothing wrong with that either, by the way. You know.
No.
There's nothing wrong. There's no negative thing, but like there's people who have. You know what I don't like is I don't like someone having a story about me.
Right.
Like I don't think I could handle being like famous-y and then people tell. It's hard enough like knowing that I have ex-girlfriends who like tell stories.
Tell stories.
Even just like Taylor, like he like doesn't clip his toenails.
Oh, don't clip your toenails, do you?
Yeah, I do, but that's like I just don't.
You don't want people to make that up just to hurt you.
Does that bother? Is that a thing that bother? Like, do other humans care? But forget that you're notoriety, all this stuff. As a human, is it weird? Like you let somebody go from your life, and then they just have information on you, even like fine information.
Oh,
I've never asked anyone about this.
It was always something that bothered me.
yeah.
Do you have secrets?
Yeah, you know things about someone, or they know things about you that maybe when you were together they might have thought were cute, but they can spin that story
Sure.
real quick when you're not together anymore.
Totally.
You know?
I mean, you're pretty like you're neat. You know, you're not a slob.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything that any of your exes could say about you. I'll fucking kill him if they do. But I can't. But he did have an ex that got so mad at him, she stole his underwear.
She broke into my house.
Is she mad at you, or she was like she loves you?
She was crazy.
But like that seems like again like a thing that
A compliment, maybe. I never thought of that.
like I don't. She stole one pair of underwear.
No, all of them.
All your underwear.
I was at Nordstrom. It wasn't very funny when you spending $500 at Nordstrom that afternoon on underwear.
And this is while you were together?
No, after we. No. This is not when we were together. No.
And she broke into your house with a key?
I don't know. I think that maybe she had a key.
You're Canadian. The door was unlocked.
More than likely, actually. You're right.
That's true, right? They don't lock doors.
You don't
in
lock
Canada.
doors.
Unlock doors and shoes off right when you walk in.
Take your shoes off.
Yeah.
Is that Canadian?
Mm-hmm. We always take our shoes off at the door.
Good.
Yeah.
I think that should be a thing.
I stomp right around the house in my dirty shoes.
Do you really?
I do, but now that I'm with a Canadian, and I don't know, not that it's probably just a Canadian thing, but in Arkansas, I never thought about it. Nobody told me to take my shoes off unless it was like snowing or something. I don't know.
You're from Arkansas.
But, yeah, but now I do mostly when I walk in the door, I take my shoes off because I'm like, oh, it is kind of gross to walk around your house with shoes that have been.
But it's gross to use your feet also.
Yeah.
Like honestly, you should like use your knees or something.
You should have a house shoe.
Scoot around. Well,
I wear a slipper in the house.
I mean, think about, you know what my new thing is?
What's that?
And this shouldn't be new because I've been traveling, much like you. We've been traveling for a long time, right?
Yeah.
Lots of miles
Yeah.
on Delta.
Yeah.
We saw each other in the lounge
Please
recently.
don't dox me, but thank you.
So thank you. I'm diamonds. It's fun. Yeah.
I'm trash gold.
Oh my God.
We agreed to this interview?
That's embarrassing.
Oh my God.
But
I'll lend you some miles, bud.
can't you gift a few thousand?
I'm
We'll
so
do that.
pathetic.
Going right to my phone
Thank
after
you.
No, but the one thing I think about now, I never thought about this before. I don't know why. And maybe it's because of you and the house shoes. But when I pack my bag, I put something around my shoes so that they're not sitting
Oh yeah.
on my clothes because then they touch a shirt and then you put
Disgusting.
that shirt on.
Then also when you're traveling, you go in the lavatory on the plane, and there's like that's not water on the floor. You know what I mean? That's on the bottom of your shoes.
Yeah.
And, you
and
know.
then if those shoes go back in your suitcase.
Yeah.
You're right. Everything's disgusting.
Yeah. I don't know why we turned on.
No, you're in the right place. This is a safe space. I agree with all this.
Thank you.
I love washing my hands.
Big fan too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's important, and health is wealth.
Health is wealth. Keep it tight. I don't know what that means.
I do know what that means. That's the problem. But you know what's interesting about the two? You're from Saskatchewan, Canada. You're from Arkansas, America. You're both like the most like hardcore of your country.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true.
Like it can't be more. You're the most alpha your country can be of your country. This is a high compliment. It's not an insult. I don't know if it's a compliment. It's a fact.
A lot of people when they think of Canada, they think of like Vancouver or Toronto, where it's like we're like neither. In Saskatchewan, like we're in the middle of nowhere. It's freezing cold 8 months of the year. You have to be tough to live there. Everyone hunts in horseshoes and rides a pony to school.
Betty could survive there, yeah?
Like 2 days, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, maybe.
She's got a sweater.
Yeah,
she's
but
gonna
I
need,
think
like,
you have to be like a little bit tough to grow up there because you're going to school every morning like minus 40 degrees, minus 30 degrees. It's like it's miserable, and you just kind of embrace the miserableness.
So you're from like America.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the Canadian version of America? Is there a word?
Saskatchewan.
Canucks.
Right? No, but Saskatchewan is that version. Oh, you mean what's the
Is there
term?
a word? Is there a
Sorry.
word for like your real Canada?
Not really. Not that I can think of.
The Heartland? Are you from the Heartland? The
I guess-
Bible Belt?
I guess so. Yeah.
Teach us something about. I'm sorry
One
for yelling.
thing.
We'd just be from the prairies. We're from
Prairies.
the prairies.
That's
That's
good.
it. Yeah, from the prairies.
That's a good one. Have you been to negative 40 degrees?
I haven't been. Well, I've been when it's been pretty cold.
You probably felt like in the minus. You felt
Yes, because when he said -40, I was like, "Is that a different
grading.
Is that a different grading system?" And he's like, "No, when it's below, it's just below. It's the same as the U.S. It's just below." I'm like, "How do you get -40?" I mean, in Arkansas, it got cold and it snowed, but not -40. It sounds like I mean, you would die if you walked outside. Taylor, you would snap in half.
Yeah, can I tell you? I went to negative 40 Calgary, Alberta, Canada last year, and like I have a clip that went viral talking about it. No big deal. It's my claim to fame is one clip that went viral. But it was negative 40, and I learned that it was negative 40 is negative 40 Celsius in Fahrenheit.
It's the same.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna use a bad word, but it's important. I'm quoting. You can say anything as long as you're quoting. I don't know if you guys know that.
Yes.
And feel free to, after me, say a slur. You just do this and no one can get mad at you. But I was at the airport in Canada and I saw a guy walk out. This is a clip of me in negative 40 Canada. 1 million views on TikTok. No big deal. Thank you, Chinese algorithm that's destroying society.
This is the worst place I've ever...
I saw a man walk outside in shorts and a t-shirt and walked out of the airport. And I went to a stranger Canadian and I was like, "Excuse me, I'm from America. What do you call people who walk outside in negative 40 degrees with shorts and a t-shirt?" And he goes, "Retards."
You forgot to do this.
I'm canceled. I'm going to have to sell out Madison Square Garden and every comedy club in Austin now.
Yes. On your way.
Have you tried to get canceled before?
No.
It's the way to go.
I know. That's what it seems like now.
You want to try right now?
I do. Okay.
Is there you don't have to, but like everyone we know who's canceled, they had a rough few months. It's awkward. And then they're all superstars now.
I know.
But but you just have to, you can say something. It could be something that like, it's kind of like,
Those are great shoes. Where'd you get them? That really good shoe store?
But you can do that with something. You just have to seem angry and offended, but it can be about something that's not that bad. It could be like, Josh, do you have, are there any in there? Are there?
Oh, you have a cup full of things to say to try to get canceled?
Oh. I mean, you can go through the couple of cancellation. You can pick one and not do it too. I don't know if you can read it. You can pick another one if you don't want it.
I like this.
Okay. If you want to look in the camera and look in camera 2 and just give like a quick 15. How long? How much?
Yeah,
time do you need?
sick. I'm sick of people saying that you can't just walk up and touch strangers on the street. Patting human strangers should be okay. And if they don't want it,
Okay, sorry, big guy. Shouldn't walk around here with your biceps out, asshole.
am I out?
boy.
Am I out?
Oh my god, that was really good.
I'm gonna sell out.
Canceled and divorced.
All my shows.
Oh my god.
Canceled and divorced. He said.
But this is great though. You get some money out of this.
Yeah.
You get more attention. You get Sports Illustrated will cover this.
Oh, they will.
This is good.
They will.
This is good, and you can get back together. You don't. I don't know why you'd want to after that.
Not off the bat.
Do you want to try to get canceled? You
I don't know. I'm a little hesitant.
You don't. I understand if you don't want
I've
to.
almost been canceled before.
For being nice.
For being nice.
You don't have to. Do you want to pass?
I'll pass.
That's very alpha to pass.
Yeah, I'll pass.
But since you're passing on that was really good.
Thank you.
I think that's gonna be big.
I think it's gonna be big too.
Are you comfortable keeping that in?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you're gonna.
She said, producer Josh, she says she's keeping it in. You can't take it
Yeah.
back.
You guys are gonna cut it
in.
into just a single clip and throw it out there.
Yes.
And, just try it. And they'll be like, "We're just trying to help you, Sarah."
Yes.
It'd be good for
That's
them.
literally what's gonna happen. Like, not kidding. So we're gonna destroy you to help us, and then I'm gonna be like, I had no idea. She's a love. She's a talented, hilarious comedian, but I don't know who she is now.
Yeah. She just turned.
Let's separate the artist from the person. This is great for all of us. This is great. And I love that you stood strong and you're like, I'm not going to participate in this.
No. I'm not standing by her anymore. Petting strangers is wrong, and I never knew this about her until today.
Wow. That's really good.
It's been hard.
Did you ever take a PR class?
Oh, we had took a ton of PR classes.
For real?
Yeah, yeah.
So, like, did you
I
ever
guess
learn,
I should have taken one.
but do you learn, like, in doing interviews, like, how to respond when people ask
They're
you that?
really talking to, like, the dumbest players on the team. They're like, just say cliches. You know what I mean? Like, don't say anything original. Just give them take them one game at a time. You know, we're just going to work our butts off. You know, stuff like that. But don't give them anything original because it's just going to get you in trouble.
But let's try. Like, should we try?
Do you want me to be like myself, or do you want me to like do a cliche?
Do you like?
Here's my training. Go ahead.
Yes. So you're a great football player, but how do you feel about interracial marriage?
Man, football has just been so good to me, and I play with a lot of white players and black players, and I love them all.
But you didn't answer the question though. Like, how do you feel?
Yeah. Next question, please.
What's so great about this is you could have just said, "I think it's wonderful," but you dodged it. Do they teach you not even to say the right thing?
Just dodge. I had one guy just said they never hear the question; they only hear the answer. So if someone asks you something, like ask me something about football or anything.
How many touchdowns have you had this year?
I had a great practice today. I really felt on. I really felt we have a lot of momentum going into Sunday. Next.
That's so good.
You really asked him just a number. That's wild.
Does this happen if like you're clearly there's no issues here with cheating because there's no time not to because you guys are always doing inappropriate things with each other. But is there a time when like a football player comes home? Can you be the wife who's concerned, like, where were you last night to him? Do you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And then answer in your football question?
Oh, okay. I just feel like you got home a little bit late last night, considering, I know that practice ended at 5, and you didn't get home.
Practice been long lately, baby. Practicing long. Big game Sunday. Big game. Been practicing. I got to go to bed right now, okay? I'm going to take some sleepy tea. I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, but I just.
Yeah, I know. The Packers are coming to town.
But I just had to.
Yeah, I know. Her husband's playing the Packers too on Sunday.
But she said he was home at 7, and you didn't get home till 1 a.m.
I need a little more practice.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Thank you.
Well done. Football training. Maybe we all need it.
I need that. That's really good. Can I ask you guys a question? Have you done anything alpha recently? How alpha have you been recently?
Well, we did a non-alpha.
Okay,
and we did it together.
Okay,
because when you mentioned that this would, we both recognized a very non-alpha moment that we had, and it has to do with traveling.
We never had a joint alpha moment on the show. This is exciting.
Yeah, a joint non-alpha.
Excuse me, right?
I think it's non-alpha, right?
We'll find out.
I would say very non-alpha.
Yeah, but as we discussed, we both travel a lot, and we were at TSA, and this older couple just walked they walked past everybody, and then they just stood right in front of us at the pre-check and clear line, by the way. Okay, we don't mess around. So
you do both.
Yeah.
Wow.
Listen, I know you'll get there. And we
that extra $50 a year, you'll get there.
Yeah.
But Amex pays for it.
It does, and then and Delta, I think it comes.
No, you're doing it. Listen, I'm too lazy to apply, but I've had.
I think I have like a guest pass if you want it.
This is intimate.
Yeah.
That wouldn't bother you?
No, I'm sending miles after. So it's basically a throuple now.
I'm kind of into it. I'm very lonely. I'm open. Well, I'm open to conversation.
Okay. We get bored. So go ahead and tell them the rest of the TSA couple story.
So we're both fuming at this couple. They're probably in their 70s or 80s. They didn't have many days left. And they were go to the front line, just kind of sneak in, and then her and I are fuming. It's like, should we say something? Do you want to say something? It's like, no. Do you want? No. So we go through, and then we're sitting in the lounge, and the couple walks into the lounge, and then we continue to bitch about it.
But we don't ever say anything.
But we never say something to them.
Right.
Then it's like 3 days later, we're at home, and she's like, is there something wrong with you? I'm like, that freaking couple.
Like, we let it spill over for a week into our home.
This was 2 years ago. We're still talking about it.
It was the first thing I thought of today when you said non-alpha. Because that we should have just said, oh, there's a line. Right? But when they're like 80, then you feel like maybe they don't have peripheral vision. Maybe they don't notice the line. Maybe it's a genuine mistake. But then when we're in the lounge, I'm like, oh, that's their tactic. I'm so lost, I'm 80. And then they pull off their wigs and masks or whatever, and they're probably 25.
It's Tom Cruise.
Flying through the
Mission
security
Impossible.
line, or they're just using their age to their advantage because they know we're not going to say anything.
They do that.
Yeah. So then we just complain to each other for like a month. Well, 2 years now.
That is a thing that I've had that move in my younger days. This is pre me in therapy 2 days ago. Mm-hmm. I have a couple times I've succumbed to this, where there's like an elderly woman in the window seat. I always take the window seat. I do a little rest on the window thing, and I
Clean it off first.
No, but I have a hoodie up.
Okay.
I do a hoodie.
Okay.
And I rest upon the. I know you're first class, so you can't do that. But back with the peasants, we rest on the wall. She's being quiet, which means yes. And
Only when I get upgraded.
good for you. It's okay.
It's not always.
It's a great. Betty's been
Not
in
always.
first class.
Yeah, I know. I think I saw her there.
I don't know. No, we passed.
You did pass right by me, and then I didn't make eye
I
contact.
saw Sarah. That is what happened. I saw you in the Delta Lounge. Like, hi, how are you? Yeah. And then you get you board the plane, and you see where everyone's actually at. You know. And then I was like, oh hey. And then it was just.
I was like, oh, I'm just sorry. I'm just looking at my phone, watching a podcast. I've had that. First of all, I only get upgraded sometimes. It's just a status. We're not paying for first class. That's
okay.
ridiculous.
I pay
should.
for it.
But
Yeah.
okay.
I'm wealthy.
But
Good.
but that is like the weirdest moment because it happened to me not too long ago with Eliza. I was on a plane with Eliza, and then we said hi to each other boarding, and then she's up in first class, probably fully paid for.
Yeah.
And I was like, boop. I was like, I'm in Comfort Plus. It's not that bad. And just kept walking by her. It's always so awkward.
Yeah, it's interesting to figure out who paid for it themselves. Also, when you see people up there.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, oh, dude, you do the math. They're like, okay, they're going to a gig. Like, they're going to Vegas. The casino paid for it for sure.
Yeah.
Or like, oh, this might come out of their thing. But then like the tax write-off benefits. I watched. I just finished watching Succession, so I think I know how it works being really rich.
I think you do now.
Like,
yeah.
you make it. You have to like when rich people like we gave money to. I gave $1 million to charity. You know why? Because like they get a tax write-off. Am I correct?
On the on Succession, like those kind of people.
Yeah, but like
really
rich people.
Yes.
You get money. You can give it to taxes or you can give it to charity.
Right.
And you give it to charity, and then you get points for and people go, wow, good for you.
Yeah.
Right?
But I mean, it is a lot of money to give, so it's nice that they do it.
Yeah, but it's like you ever go to Panda Express with one of our sponsors, Panda Express .com. And they don't know it yet, but it makes us look when we try to get other advertisers, we tell them we're sponsored by Panda Express.
I see. Got it.
And so that they want to join in. That's ¿Cómo se dice fraud? Fraud. But like they go, would you like to donate money to this charity, whatever the children's charity, whatever?
Oh yeah.
After you finish ordering, they would join a roundup for charity. I go, no, thank you. I go, Alpha. I go, no, thank you. Because do you know why? Because they're gonna take that money and use it as their money that they give to charity.
So because I get that at pavilions a lot. They're like, oh, do you want to? And they really put words on there. They're like, oh, to the children with all the burns and they're living in but they do. They get real descriptive.
They show pictures.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, look at how bad they are. Do you want to give like 5 cents to them? And you're like, no.
Yeah.
You feel bad.
Do you feel? But I'm telling you, my Alpha thing now is I don't feel bad anymore.
Yeah, I don't either because I done it on my own. 5 cents.
You just go up to children you see who are with burns, and you go, "Hi, here's a nickel."
I go, it's going straight to you instead of through pavilions, bud.
You know what you should give them
Keep
is five pennies because like pennies are going away now.
Oh, that's right.
The real gift is giving them pennies. Next time you
I
said
did you guys to catch up. Canada took pennies out like a decade ago, but you're a little behind.
You did?
A long time ago.
Why?
Everything's rounded off to the nearest 5 cents.
Oh.
toonies.
Nickel. Toonies. We have a lot of toonies.
Is it true that Canadian money smells like maple leaves?
Maple leaves and cocaine, most of the hundreds.
That's what they say, though.
No, it doesn't. But our money's made of plastic, so you can't rip it. So the money lasts for like ever.
I had an incident. I'm supposed to tell my alpha story and wrap up the show, but like I've never had a power couple. I've never had a real alpha man on the show. This is Canadian. This is overwhelming. But like I got a check from performing in Canada. I took it to the bank to deposit because you can't deposit it online because it's an international check. You must have gone through this in your Canadian life or in your travels to Canada.
Yeah, BC.
I was in Alberta.
Calgary.
Bret the Hitman Hart. It's been on my show twice. No big deal.
Oh.
Yeah. So I went to deposit the check, and they go, "This is expired." I'm like, "By the way, checks expiring is a scam. By the way, I learned from friends at the bank. You can still deposit it in the ATM machine or online. The 6-month thing is a scam. If the money's still in the account, it still works. That's the fact."
Okay.
Anyways, but Canadian check, it says that it expired because the date it was 6 months after the date, and it said November 5th. 2024, and I took it like January 2025, and she's like, "It's expired," and I was like, "Why? I got this a month ago." So I hit up the venue, and they're like, "Do you want to guess what happened?" It's the check said November 5th 2024.
You probably had the numbers. We do the day, month, year instead of the month, day, year, so it probably said like 5/11 when it was really like the 5th day of November, and that's why it was more than 90 days when it really wasn't.
You know what's great about him is I said it wrong and he understood what I meant to say.
You know exactly what the answer was. I was confused. I was also like, I mean, I know you're making fun of me for getting upgraded, but you took 2 months to cash a check. I mean, you're doing okay for yourself, buddy.
I have been not good at.
I cash those things right away because I don't trust venues.
That's good. Yeah, no,
to have the money in there 2 months
shady
later.
Monsters.
Yeah,
that's true.
Are you going to any Shady Monsters comedy venues coming up in this year?
Oh yeah. I'm going to Everett, Washington, and Enumclaw, Washington, March 14th and 15th, and then in Bozeman and Missoula, Montana, April 4th and 5th, which is 2 places I've never been, and I'm really excited. So,
do you have anything after that in case this airs slightly after that?
No.
Do you want to just make it up?
No, I know. I know that I have Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club in like August, and I know I have Spokane Comedy Club New Year's Eve. That's really far off, and I haven't filled out a lot of summer dates yet. So, but I'll have more. SarahColonna.com. Just keep an eye.
And then, what's your podcast about that you guys do?
The Book Lisp. It's a book review that Sarah and I do once a week, and we review one book a month. In the first 3 weeks of the month, we're talking just about random things that happen in the book, but no spoilers. Then we review the book on the last Monday of each month.
Yeah,
that's so awesome.
Lisp with Jon Ryan and Sarah Colonna, and he picks the romances, and I pick the thrillers. It's fun.
And what's your favorite book you've read and discussed on your show recently?
Mine was The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Taylor Jenkins Reid.
It's a very good book. Mine was On a Quiet Street by Serafina Novaglass, and it's a very messed up thriller. I have kind of dark tastes in book, and he has nice beach read tastes in book, so people don't expect that, so it's kind of a fun.
What was the word you used?
Beach reads?
Beach reads?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did you know what that meant? Were you nodding?
Yeah. It's just like a nice book to read on the beach.
Oh, beach reads.
Yeah, beach. Yeah. Like sand.
Oh, I understand a beach read.
Yeah.
I heard beach read.
Oh,
I was like, but read taste. Yeah, I've been watching Succession. I have to Google every word they use.
Yeah, that's what's happening.
Oh, his taste is very betrayed. Oh, yeah.
I like that word. It's a good made-up word.
He loves a betrayed.
Can you make that a thing on your show?
I want to now.
Can you please do that?
Can we not give you credit?
Yeah, but don't give me credit.
Perfect.
We'll use it.
Because I have hearing issues, so I heard it. This is great. This is great. So, but that could be T-shirts.
Betrayed.
That's the thing that people will say, like, I love a betrayed man. This is great. I want you to get it going. Don't give me credit. Once you start making lots of money in merch, I would like to sue you both.
Right, roll the tape, sue us.
I prefer you
I'll
stay
sue
married.
you for getting me canceled for using a clip out of something you set me up on, and then we'll just be we'll be like Blake Lively and and the other guy.
Yes.
And just in court forever.
This is really good. I love this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, this is actually a good idea. Like I know more about their relationship than I know about any relationship I've ever had.
I know.
And I haven't even been trying to look it up.
No.
Like without looking it up, I know.
It just comes up. I don't understand any of it, but it's like they just can't stop suing each other, and so that's what you and I'll do.
This is good for business. Like.
He already told you how he can dodge a question, though. You don't want him on the stand against you.
But you think he would protect you?
Yeah. Like, John, were you there the day that Taylor Williamson tried to set me up to be canceled. Or
Did they have what set up?
the setup where he tried to cancel me on his podcast.
What podcast?
He gave me a question to read. It was out of a cup. You were there.
Huh?
I think he'd screw both of us.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah. He's better at football questions.
He's like, big game Sunday. You guys, listen. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
What's your hat? Is this your team that you own?
This is the team I own, the Portland Pickles. I think by the time this airs, my documentary will already been aired on the Major League Baseball Network. But check it out probably somewhere else. It'll be sold somewhere else by the time this airs.
What's it called?
Pickles, Pickles, Pickles.
And it's about you?
It's about our baseball team, the wacky, crazy promotions we do, and everything kind of surrounding that. And it's a 1-hour documentary.
It's really good. It airs on MLB Network and then in February. But after that, I'm sure it'll just be online, too, for MLB Network.
So cool. Can you tell that I don't want to end this because I enjoyed both of you so much?
Thank you.
Well, we'd like to.
I got a big game Sunday, bud.
Thanks so much, you guys. Thank you.
Love you, Taylor. Thank you for having us.
Thank you.